My name is Victoria Winters. There are those who walk the path of darkness, a path that can never be lighted by good, because evil hides itself too well in the night, choosing the moment that it will reveal its horrors.
Willie? 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 Willie?
Are you sure? Or would you mind checking again? Huh. Thank you very much. Well, that's strange. Have you spoken to Barnabas Collins lately?
No, I haven't heard anything from him.
Well, I just tried reaching him at the inn, but they say he's not registered there. Do you know where he's staying?
I haven't the faintest idea.
Any place other than the inn would be considered a flop house. There's not a decent hotel within 50 miles of here.
Could he be staying with friends?
Well, he indicated to me that he didn't have any friends to speak of.
Well, I really don't know.
Liz, shouldn't we invite him here?
How can we? There are the two others.
Oh, those two are unimportant, and they can go any time.
They are my guests, and I will decide how long they stay.
Now, Liz, I'm not going to get into another argument with those people. But Barnabas is a blood cousin of ours, and I think that he should be given more consideration than those two sea tramps.
Somehow, in talking to him, I had the feeling that he'd refuse an invitation to stay here.
Why, don't be absurd. This is a man who's trying to get close to the family. He would welcome an invitation.
I think you're wrong.
Besides, it might be a good idea business-wise to have him stay here.
Business-wise?
Yes, he's thinking of going into business here in town. He mentioned the possibility of making some investments.
What kind of investment?
Rather sizable, I think. We're going to discuss it more in detail later on.
You sound as though you're ready to become his partner.
Oh, I don't know, but I might be a consultant. Oh, I'll get that. Barnabas.
Good evening, Roger.
Well, please come in.
Thank you. I don't usually visit so unexpectedly.
Oh, that's all right. We don't stand on ceremony here. Here, let me take your coat.
Thank you.
Liz and I were just discussing you.
Were you?
Yes, I tried reaching you at the Collinsport Inn, but I didn't have any luck.
I'm terribly sorry. I should have let you know where to contact me.
We were wondering where you were staying.
Is Elizabeth here?
Yes, she's right inside. Come in. Liz, we have a visitor.
Barnabas, how nice to see you.
Good evening, Elizabeth. I hope I haven't disturbed you coming here unannounced.
Not at all. I want you to come as often as you like.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
We were just wondering about your accommodations.
Oh, yes, my accommodations. They've been adequate.
Well, we thought that you might be more comfortable staying here with us.
How very thoughtful of you. Thank you so much. I've been thinking about changing my accommodations.
Ah, then you'll accept our invitation.
Well, not exactly. But I would like to make a counter-proposal.
Counter-proposal?
Yes, I've thought it over very carefully, and there's something I'd really like to do.
What's that?
I'd like to move into the old house.
I don't understand.
I'd like to live in the old house.
But it's not habitable. It's in a terrible state of decay.
No, not decay. Disuse, perhaps. Lack of interest.
But nobody's lived there for many years.
That's the shame of it. Such a beautiful old structure, standing there so sadly empty, lonely.
Why do you want to live there?
That house has been on my mind for many years. I feel I belong there. I know every inch of it, everything about it. I was brought up with that house as the background to my family. I've watched my family gradually die away until I was the only member left of that entire branch of the Collins family. And we here in this house are all that is left of the entire family. Do you wonder why I feel so close to you? Why I've sought you out?
I can certainly understand that.
Well, I must admit, I find it surprising that you exist at all.
What do you mean?
Well, I heard that your predecessor, Barnabas Collins, went to England, died there, unmarried.
I assure you that I'm the product of a proper marriage. You see, there was much bitterness in the family, and therefore lack of communication. There were even those who would like to have considered Barnabas Collins dead. But he lived on. He lived on and outlived his enemies. And so you can understand why I would like very much to live in that house.
Would you stay there long?
I don't know. I might not like it there at all, in which case I would leave. But I've looked it over very carefully, and I'm certain I'll be happy there.
But it's so dreary and morbid.
I find it suitable to me. I particularly want a quiet place.
There's no electricity,
I won't need electricity.
and the place is filthy.
I'll have it cleaned. Please, I want it understood that I'll be responsible for any expenses that may occur in connection with my staying there. I won't bargain with you, so you can charge me whatever rental fee you see fit.
We wouldn't think of charging you rent for that place.
Oh, that's very generous of you.
But I wish you'd reconsider staying here with us. I think you'd be much more comfortable.
Oh, thank you so much for your offer. But I'm sure I'll be far more comfortable in the old house. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I shouldn't presume. I realize that I'm an intruder here.
Oh, you're anything but an intruder. I'm simply concerned about anybody staying in a place in that condition.
So am I.
Elizabeth, what other assurances would you like me to give you?
Well, I'm not looking for assurance.
Well, what then?
It was just that I'm not ready to consider such a possibility.
I know my proposal comes at you rather suddenly, but I do wish you'd think it over carefully.
Well, you must admit it's a bit startling having a person of your obvious means wanting to live in such shambles.
Oh, my wealth has nothing to do with it. It's simply that, well, to live in that house is an experience I feel I won't be complete without. Oh, I'm afraid I'm pressing myself on you, and I don't want to do that. But I assure you that once I'm there, you'll see very little of me.
Oh, no, that isn't what I meant. I like you very much. In fact, I hope to see you often. It's just that I'm not ready to make such a decision.
Then please take as much time as you like. I will not violate any trust you put in me.
Well, I'll think about it for a few days and let you know.
Thank you very much.
And now, if you'll excuse me.
Of course.
Certainly, Liz.
I'm afraid my proposal caught her off guard.
Yes, it caught me off guard, too.
Is it so absurd to want to live in that house? Now tell me truthfully, and perhaps I'd better forget about it.
Oh, of course not. You're sensitive and sentimental. I can see that it would be quite meaningful to you.
Then perhaps you could help Elizabeth to think about it.
Yes, perhaps I could.
I'd be most grateful. Yes, most grateful.
Jason?
Oh, there. Hello, Liz.
Where is Willie Loomis?
Well, I see you've been making the rounds of the sick beds.
Mrs. Johnson went to get his tray and found him gone.
Yes. Well, he went out.
I thought he was too sick to move.
Well, he is, actually.
But where is he?
I tried to stop him, told him to stay in bed. But he's a very headstrong lad, you know. He just doesn't want to admit that he's sick.
You should have forced him to stay in bed.
Well, I tried to.
And he went out anyway?
Yes, without my knowing it.
Well, then it's obvious he still can't be trusted. If you have no influence with him, who has?
Well, I've plenty of influence over him. The lad doesn't make a move without my knowing it.
Well, he did tonight. And if he's well enough to go out of the house, he's well enough to go out of the house permanently.
Now, Liz, I just want to make sure that the lad is well.
Well, then get a doctor.
Willie won't see a doctor.
Jason, you've done nothing but lie to me since you came back. And I'm going to put an end to it. I'm going to put an end to it right now if he doesn't get out of here.
Oh, no, Liz. You're not going to put an end to anything. The only ending for us involves the police.
And you'll see what you can do about convincing your sister.
She usually respects my advice. I'm sure I can talk her into almost anything.
Good. I'm most eager to take up occupancy.
I'm looking forward to it, too. I think we'll be good friends.
More than friends. We're actually cousins.
Of course.
Roger, about that small shipyard I was inquiring about, I wonder if you could give me the address of the owner.
Well, I have it here somewhere. Would you like me to contact him for you?
Well, I thought I'd inquire myself first, after I've looked the place over carefully.
Well, if you give me a minute, I'll find it for you.
I'd appreciate that.
Hello.
Hello.
Haven't we met?
Never.
You're so positive. But I'm equally positive that our paths have crossed somewhere. I have a great talent for remembering things like that.
I assure you we've never met.
Jason Maguire.
Barnabas Collins.
Well, now, we have met, that's for sure. So, you're a member of the family?
Yes. And you?
Well, I'm a friend of the family.
Are you enjoying your stay here?
Oh, yes, yes, indeed. You know, it's a marvelous old house. How did you know I was staying here? So tell me, how did you know I was staying here?
Well, someone must have mentioned it during the course of conversation.
Ah, yes, yes, of course they might. I still wish I could place you, though.
Let me help you then. You must have looked at this portrait.
Oh, of course. Aye, the resemblance is Well, I'd swear that was you. If I didn't know this poor fellow was dead and buried 100 years.
I must acknowledge your powers of recognition.
That's what I amaze myself sometimes. Well, then, judging by this painting, you definitely are a Collins.
No doubt about it.
And directly descended from this one at that.
Quite right.
I've heard some rather odd stories about him.
What kind of stories?
Well, having to do with all of the jewels that he had.
What about them?
Well, they say that he was buried with every piece of jewelry he owned.
Do you believe that?
I don't know what to believe.
Does it matter?
Well, no, except that, well, if someone did believe that all those jewels were buried in a grave, wouldn't that sort of encourage a grave robber?
It might.
Well, then, isn't it possible that this poor fellow's final resting place might have had an unwanted visitor?
It's possible, but I could soon put your mind at rest.
Could you?
Yes. Anyone looking for this fellow's grave will never find it.
Oh?
Because he was buried in England.
Are you sure?
I would know.
And the jewelry?
It was properly disposed of.
Not buried with him?
No.
Oh. Well, good. Good.
Why do you say that?
Well, let's say that I hate to see crime encouraged.
Barnabas is gone. Jerry.
Please.
I found your guest, Jason Maguire, working on him.
Working on it?
Yes, Jason likes to cultivate those who look like they have money. Oh, I do wish he wouldn't be quite so obvious about it.
I wish you'd ignore him.
I certainly try.
Thank you.
I must say, Barnabas is quite a person, isn't he?
How do you mean?
Well, you'd hardly ignore him.
Of course not.
Do you like him?
I think so.
What do you think of his proposal?
It's rather absurd to think of anyone wanting to live in that house.
Yes, it does seem like that on the surface. But then when you get to understand Barnabas, it seems quite plausible.
Is it?
Well, absolutely. This is a man who is so steeped in the traditions of our family that for him to have the opportunity to stay in the house where his forefathers lived would be a tremendous experience for him. Oh, Liz, I hope you'll decide to let him stay there.
Why do you want him here?
Well, he's one of the family. We're all he's got left. I don't see why we can't accept it and let him move in. Oh, you can't think of turning him away.
I'm not ready to make a decision.
Well, then think about it. If strangers can stay in this house, I don't see why a blood relative can't stay in the old house.
I don't know.
Well, I'll call him in the morning and make him feel welcome. You know, I don't have his number. I know I asked him for it. And I still don't know where he's staying.
Dark Shadows is a Dan Curtis production.